In this week's Torah portion, Sarah dies, and Abraham expresses his desire to bury her. He goes to the Hittites, who were there at the time. He speaks to a man named Ephron, who tells him he will give him a piece of land. Abraham says, "No, I want to buy it." Ephron says, "I will willingly give it to you. It's all yours." Abraham insists, "No, sir, I want to buy it. Take my money, give me the land." Now, why is that? Seemingly, presumably, in the covenant between the parts, the land was promised to Abraham and his descendants. Why then did Abraham feel the need to buy it? Because I think the answer is twofold. First of all, whenever you want to incorporate something into your being, be it a physical piece of land, a personality trait, a habit, I don't know what, you need to own it. And the second part of that is sacrifice. Whenever you want to incorporate something into your being, or acquire something, like this piece of land, you will need to sacrifice something for it. Whenever there is a covenant between God and Abraham, be it the covenant between the parts, where Abraham gained the knowledge of his people suffering later, his descendants, he sacrificed peace of mind to a degree. And in the covenant of circumcision, he sacrifices a piece of himself, literally. And when he comes to bury Sarah, he sacrifices money. There is an element of sacrifice to any meaningful decision. It could be known or unknown. It can be something that is perceived as a very detrimental and high sort of sacrifice, or a lesser sacrifice. But there is an element of sacrifice where you give something to obtain something. Now, we humans have the potential to sacrifice gratification of the immediate sense for the future. That's part of what makes us different from animals and other living things. We don't think only of the here and now, we also have the future to contend with, and that's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, we can perceive a potential of the future and work towards it. On the other hand, it robs us, so to speak, of the here and now. But we need to make that decision. With every decision that we make, anything we encounter, there's an element of risk and sacrifice to it, because we are aware of the future. But something we can learn from this week's Torah portion is, own it. Whatever it is that you want, you need to own it. That may entail some sacrifice, and you're going to have to sort of contend with the situation, use the tools that are available when they're available, and make a decision, an informed decision, based on everything that you know and have experienced. So let's hope we make good decisions. Let's hope we own our decisions, even when we need to sacrifice something, and that we are able to make the right choices at the right time. Let's have a good one.